Chanukah Sameach, everyone. I'd like to share with you a couple of numerical gems relating to Hanukkah. On Hanukkah, we light 36 candles. Our previous segment of numerical gems spoke at length about the significance of lighting 36 candles during Hanukkah. But there we didn't mention the fact that every night we also light an additional light called the Shamash, because according to Jewish law, we can't get any direct benefit from these lights. They're there only for us to use to praise God, not to use them in a physical sense. So we light an extra candle so that we can use the light, because we're basically using the light of the Shamash. And so every night we light this candle. So if we add 36 and an additional 8 for the Shamash, we get 44. So what is the significance of this number here? So in Kabbalah, we're told there's two types of light. There is a certain type of light called Or Yeshar, straight light, that comes from above to below. This is the light of God that we need to be receptive in order to receive it. It's there all the time. But if we don't notice it or connect to it or focus on it, then it doesn't affect us in the way that it should. So Or Yeshar is a light coming from above, and hopefully we are picking up on it. And then there's what's called Or Choser, returning light, where we, through our thought, speech, and action, our good deeds, our positive thinking, our doing of mitzvot, where we return the light, not just to God, but to the world. We give light to the world. And so therefore, if we take 44 times 2, there's two types of light when we're lighting the Hanukkah candles. On one hand, we are active. We're lighting the candles. We're putting it in the windows or lighting outside in order that the whole world can benefit from it. So that's Or Choser. But at the same time, we are, if we're receptive enough, we are drawing down this incredible light from above. And this we discussed in our previous segments of numerical gems. The idea of a nachal of light, a stream of light. The word nachal equals 88. And so that is both of these lights, 44 for Or Yeshar and 44 for Or Choser. So when we take both lights together, it's a stream. And there is it's a concept in writing and in philosophy, this idea of a stream of consciousness, where we just allow our unconscious, our subconscious, our supraconscious to all meld together, and we let it flow like a stream of consciousness. So that's what we're doing during Hanukkah, that there's a stream coming from above to below, that the Arizal taught us that we should envision when we're lighting the candles, that a stream of light, of spiritual, godly, divine, infinite light is pouring down upon us. But at the same time, we're, in a sense, starting the process by our lighting the candles. So here we see a synergy between or yashar and or chozer. This idea of a stream of consciousness where we allow ourselves to be touched by the divine and let it flow through us in order that our consciousness should flow with the unity of God that is everywhere. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Hear, O Israel, God, our God, God is one. One more numerical gem is we have the 44 candles. In Gematria, there's this concept called Im HaKolel. If you have a word that equals a certain amount, and the idea is that you can always add one more for the word itself. That's called Im HaKolel, with including not just the numerical value of the letters, but adding the word itself. So if you take the 44 candles of Hanukkah and you add one for the concept, you get 45. And this is very significant because we're told one of the main verses that it's good to meditate upon is this verse, Ner Hashem Nishmat Adam. The candle of God is the soul of a human being. Ner Hashem Nishmat Adam. So it's only 4 words. It's a very simple thought, but what a meditation that we can make from this. That when we're looking at the Hanukkah lights, and I want to bless everyone that too many people light the lights and then start giving presents, start eating latkes, and don't take the time to sit and meditate on the candles. This is one of the strongest advices of Chassidut, and it's considered one of the most important times of the year to actually meditate in such a beautiful way. And so while we're watching the lights, to realize that the light that we're seeing represents our own soul. It's like we're looking in the mirror of our own soul in the physical lights. But as we learned in previous episodes, the physical lights of Hanukkah are revealing the infinite light of God. They are enclothing the infinite light of God within the physical lights. And so just like the soul is enclosed in the body, or energy is enclosed in matter, or God is enclosed in the world, we have an opportunity in Hanukkah to break through the one-dimensional type of consciousness and to connect to a stream of consciousness where the Ner Hashem Nishmat Adam, that the light of God, the candle of God, is the soul of a human being. Our soul is an actual part of God above, and there's perhaps no greater time to be able to sit and meditate on these ideas while watching the lights of Hanukkah.